Work it back. All right. Good morning. Friday morning. Rainy, dark, and dreary, but we have Pilates. So just a couple things to remember. I'm just gonna tilt this back a bit. All right. I think that would do it. Okay, good. So always shoulders up and back, palms are forward, and that will put those shoulders back and down. All right, rib cage up off your hip bones. Try to get them keep them up there the whole time. That will engage your core, right? And even more so, keep that belly to your back. All right. And with Pilates, what do we focus on? We focus on lengthening, all right, and feeling what's working in your body. Get to know your body. All right, so let's start off with big arm circles all the way up and around. Okay, so also range of motion and keeping things lengthened. So arm is straight. Don't be doing this, right? Arm is straight or leg is straight. And if it's bent, that's okay, but that's what you want to focus on. All right, other arm all the way up and around. 2 and 3, and the other way. 3, 2, and 1. Freya, Tessa, that'll do. Go on. All right, big shoulder rolls all the way up and around. And the other way. And let's reach those arms out nice and wide, reaching, lengthening those arms, relax those shoulders down. Okay, we're reaching our index finger, our loud finger, baby and pinky. All right, and we're gonna come across for 4. 1, squeeze in the back. 2, keep that rib cage belly up and in. 3 and 4, and the other way. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and reach high up to the sky. And let's just start swaying side to side, nice and slowly, just gradually swaying. And then gradually getting bigger. Oh, yeah, pushing that rib cage to that wall. And then reaching nice and high, reaching all the way up to the sky. Keep that belly in and down those side walls. 6 full body squats all the way up. 1. Nice big deep breath in and out. Let's do one more. All the way up, reaching high up to the sky, down those side walls. And coming all the way down. All right, air squats. Up and around for 1, 2, and 3, and the other way. 3, that was a quick one. 2, and 1. Take your time. Breathe. And the other way. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to go all the way up on our tippy toes, right? Let's walk down the runway on your toes, all the way down. Turn it around, coming all the way back. All right, and let's go down on one, up on two. You don't have to have your arms up. You can have them wherever you want. Whatever helps you balance, right? Squeeze and down. All right, let's roll that right foot. Rolling, 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 other way. And the outside of that foot. And the inside. Up on those toes. Scrunch across those toes. Pushing that arch forward. Okay, bring that foot down. We're going to pull that rag shag carpet up towards your heel. Arch comes up, keeping it up. Wiggle those toes. And down. All right, let's do the other foot. Rolling. Ooh, a little crack there. And the other way. On the side of that foot. And on the inside. Up on those toes. Scrunch across those toes. Push them into the mat. Awesome. And pull that carpet. Wiggle those toes. And give a little shake. All right, let's roll our shoulders back. Palms are up and forward and relax. Rib cage is up, belly's in. Let's tilt that pelvis a tiny little bit. I'm going to have my arms out to the side. We're going to bring that right leg up. All right. And we're going to rolling, rolling, rolling. All right, roll the other way. Point and flex, point and flex, and wave and shake. Okay, let's do the other side. All right, set it up. Big toe into the ground so you can balance. And nice, easy breath all the way in and out. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, and wave it and shake it. Awesome. And let's shake it out. All right, let's give her a nice body, a nice little pat all the way up, making sure everything is woken up. Move those organs around. Up your arm. Up your neck. And across your face. And let's get right behind those behind your neck, right at the back of the skull, right? And just wiggle all the junk that's in there. All right, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Let's shift our eyes right to left. Keep wiggling. Up and down. All right. Whew, whew. All right, let's start off with step 1, 2. Starting with that right leg, we're going to go right, left, kick, right, left, extend. Be tall. Your head is being pulled up to the sky. Last one. And let's do the other side. Left, right, kick, left, right, extend. One more. Kick it and extend it. All right, we're going to go sideways now. So side lunge crunch. We're going to stay in side lunge for a second just to make sure that we're all stretched out. Okay, so side lunge, booty back. All right, bring your body over top of that right knee. Stretch out that inner leg. Right, and then let's just come all the way across to the other side. All right. Go side to side. All right, let's bring this right arm all the way up and then come over to the other side and back up. All right, we're going to go side lunge crunch for 6. All right, so ready? Side lunge and knee to elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, we're going to go up and down. So squat and extend. So let's have our feet probably about shoulder width apart, right? Okay, squat it down, booty way back, and then extend that arm. 1, 2, 3, booty goes way back. 4, your chest is open. 5, and 6. Awesome. All right. Let's extend those arms out nice and wide. Okay, we're going to do small arms. So relax them down. All right. And we're going to push it forward for 6. 1, push it. Heavy, heavy, heavy. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And turn those palms backwards. Push it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And palms are up. Push it up. Heavy bricks on those hands. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And let's push it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And circles for 6. And backwards. All right, give those arms a little shake through. Okay, last but not least is we're going to just do the same thing. Try to work those small muscles, all right? So we're just going to go down into squat, nice and slowly, pulsing your booty back. Your chest is open. Your head being pulled up to the sky. Come on, go all the way down. All right, pulse it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And pulse it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Squeeze those glutes. All right, here we go again. Coming down. And let's stay down there. Okay, we're going to slowly come up again. Pulsing nice and slowly. And squeeze those glutes. All right. Let's stand at the end of your mat. Reaching high up to the sky. Really, really, really reach. And let's come down those side walls. Coming down to ragdoll. Okay, and let's pulse those feet out, keeping that belly pulled up to the sky. And when you can, let's bring those heels down. Let's do a couple neck circles while you're down here. Just letting the back of your legs stretch out, and we'll warm up our neck. Oh. Okay, let's have a soft bend in those knees. We're going to roll up our spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. So you're just going to pulse those knees up very, very slow. Coming up your spine. Nice and slowly open up that spine all the way up, chin to chest. And roll those shoulders back, and let's come all the way up and back down again. All right, soft bend in those knees. Let's have that left arm longer than your right. We're going to open up that right side of the spine now. Pulse it up, trying to find the lowest vertebrae. Weight distributed evenly over both feet. And when you're ready, you can roll up anytime. But I want you to try to find that lowest vertebrae. So you do need to pulse it a couple times. Roll those shoulders back, and we're going up and down. And this time, your right hand longer than your left. I can't find that lowest one. I know I can get lower, so just take your time. I can't get any lower today. Roll those shoulders up and back down. Walk those hands out to downward dog. And again, pulse those feet out. Stretching the backs of your legs, your calves. And if you can, put those heels down, but if you can't, that's fine. Let's push away from those hands. Pushing your chest towards those knees. And nice and slowly sway it side to side. Feel the stretch right along the whole edge of your arm and shoulder, right down to your hip. Nice, easy breath work here. All right, and let's take that right leg up high behind you. 3 kicks. Bend that knee, and let's look underneath our right arm, still pushing your chest to that back wall. Straighten that leg out, and we're going to bring it into your chest for 4. 1, all the way back up. 2, 3, and 4, and all the way through to your right. Low lunge here. Awesome stuff. Okay, let's bring that right arm all the way up. Look at those fingers. Bring it back down. Switch feet. Right leg back. Shoulders are pushed back into their sockets. Left leg up. That gravity work. Hips sinking in. And then left arm all the way up. And switch again. Right arm up. Bring it back down. Okay, we're going to stay here. Your hands are going to come in front of that right foot. Power up to high lunge. All right, keep that belly pulled into your back. Reach up to the sky. Hands are being pulled together with magnets. All right, let's go up and down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. High lunge. Let's bring those hands all the way down to the inside of that right foot. Okay, let's drop that left leg, shoelace to the mat. Wiggle that right foot out to the edge. And open up that knee with your hand. All right, and then bring that hand to the outside of that foot, of the knee. Push the knee into palm and bring that leg in and out. Keep that resistance when you're pulling it, pushing it out. And then let's go down into lizard. Coming all the way down onto your forearms and breathe. Back up on those hands and let's bend that left leg. Heels coming to your butt. If you can reach back. Don't pull. Keeping that right leg open. And drop that leg. And let's bring this right leg to the center of the mat. And you're on your heel. And you're going to look back and make sure your left hip is over top of your left knee. They're in line. And push your booty back. Extend that left arm and bring your chest down to that knee. Then breathe. All right, bring that foot down. We're going in back into high plank. So bring that leg back. We're in high plank. Push those shoulders back, belly in, nice and still. Right, and let's drop that right knee and left knee. 8 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And let's push all the way back to downward dog. Push away from those hands. Chest being pushed to those knees. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Let's sway it side to side. Nice big breaths in and out. Bring that breath all the way into your belly. And back out. Let's bring that left leg up. 3 kicks. Bend that knee. Right, and we're going to bring that leg all the way into your chest for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's bring it all the way through to that left hand. No lunge. Then let's bring that right arm all the way up. Opening up the chest, feel it. And switch legs. Left arm up. And switch legs again. Okay. Let's wiggle this. No, sorry. We're going to go up to high lunge now. Hands in front of that left arm. Power up. Reaching for the sky. Up and down. Woo! I lost my balance. If you're finding that you are off balance, all right, just widen your stance a little bit, okay? I got to do one more. All right, we're in high lunge. Let's come down those walls to the inside of that left foot. Drop that right and wiggle that left one out to the side and open that leg up. Hand on the outside of that knee, push the knee to palm and bring it in and out. We're flossing here, we're not holding. We're moving that leg in and out, but we're resisting, pushing that knee into the palm. All right, staying up on the edge of that foot. We're going to go down to lizard. Back up. And let's wiggle that foot back in. And heel goes up. I forgot to do the quad stretch. Okay, line your hip up with that back knee. Push your booty back. Lengthen that arm, right arm. Bring your chest down. Push your booty back. Bring that chest down. All right. And let's go. Just back up. How am I going to do? Okay, just back up onto your knee because we're going to bend that right knee. Oh, no, we're not. All right, we're going to do that another way. All right, let's go back into high plank. Sorry, guys. All right, we're in high plank here. Plank twist to the right. I'm having problems here. Plank twist to the left. And let's go down to chaturanga, all the way down to the mat. Push your chest up. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and let those hips just sink into the mat. And come back down. Push up again. And down. Coming back up to high plank. To downward dog. Okay, you're pushing your chest to your knees. Your belly's being pulled up to the sky. Those hips are being pulled way up there. And let's walk those hands all the way down to your feet. Soft bend in the knees and rolling all the way up. Rolling those shoulders back. All right, let's get into snowbirds from here. All right. Right leg extended from that hip. Okay, so take a look. It's right from the hip. Flat-footed. Hands are out. Rib cage up, belly in. Okay, let's bring that left arm down, up a centimeter, and let's come across for 6. Keep that core engaged. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And wingdits. Touchdown. Coming all the way up. We're going to stay here. Look at those fingers up there in the sky. Reach down that leg. All right. 6 wing dips. 1, 2. Keeping that rib cage up off your hip bones. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And let's bring that hand all the way down to the mat. All right, and bring that right leg up, toe pointing down. It's going to start to feel getting heavy. And let's go up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And toe tap in the front, heel tap in the back of the mat. Close the hip, open the hip. Close. Oh, really exaggerate that toe coming in the front, point it down and open and lengthen and crunch for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, come on, bring that belly in, 2, and 1, and lengthen, and let's come all the way up to the other side. All right. Wings are out. Rib cage up. Touch it down and up. So the further you touch out, okay, the harder it's going to be, right? All right, so we're going touching and keeping that core engaged. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And wing dips all the way up. We're staying here again. Reach down that leg. Look at those fingers way up there. All right. 6 wing dips. 1, 2. I want those rib cage up off your hip bones the whole time. Awesome stuff. All right. Come down. Hand on hip. Up and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Toe, heel, toe, heel. Close it and open it. Close. Awesome stuff. Lengthen, lengthen, and crunch it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And lengthen. And let's just turn all the way up and around and getting into tabletop. All right, we're in tabletop. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. All right, 3 clicks of the heel and make a wish for today. All right, let's take our left arm and right leg up to bird dog, keeping your belly into your back. And I want you to breathe for 5. All right, I want us to do 6 crunches, knee to elbow. Ready? And 1, and back out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and back out. And then hand comes down, bring that foot over to the right for 6 rainbow taps. Up and over the mat. 1, follow with your eyes. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And bring it in. All right, going right up to the other side. Right arm, left leg, 5 breaths. Lengthen those arms. Big breaths in and out. Awesome. All right, we are going to do crunches. Knee to elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we're going to bring that left leg out to the side for 6 rainbow taps all the way up and over. 1, 2. I really like this one. It gives a nice, good torso twist. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And bring that leg down. I'm going right into child's pose. Nice big deep breath in and out. Let's walk those hands over to the right. Left cheek off the left heel and 2 big breaths. And come all the way over to the other side. Same thing. Get that right cheek off of the heel. Bring those hands back to center. And let's snow angel those hands all the way down and back behind your back. And let's clasp those hands on your back. And we're going to bring those hands up behind us. Nice and slowly with every breath. And bring those hands all the way down. Bring them out in front of you again. And we're going to slide those hands down the mat as we're starting to roll up. Hands are at knees, up your quads. And roll those shoulders back. And let's sit down on our mats. Their legs extended out in front of us. All right. Sitting up nice and tall. Head being pulled up to the sky and the shoulders are nice and relaxed. Shake those legs. And we're going to open up those legs as you're shaking them. Open them all the way up. Get up there on those sit bones. Open them up a little more. All right. So you are nice and comfortable. Toes are pointing up, right? So your knees, everything's in line. Bring your body back. I don't want you leaning forward. Bring them back, like your head being pulled straight up to the sky. Bring those hands out in front and push those shoulders back and down. Nice big deep breath in and out. We're going to take this right hand, try to keep it straight, bring it all the way back and around. Okay, palm turns at the back. Your other hand is pointing towards that foot. All right, and we're going to come down now, nice and slowly. Bring every breath out. You're going to sink a little further down in the stretch. One more easy breath in and out. Come all the way back up. And we're going to swipe it across to the other side. Same thing, nice and slowly. Try to keep on those sit bones. And come all the way up. And we're going to come across to the other side a little faster this time. Just not as slow, coming all the way down. All the way back up and swipe it across again. And up and coming back to center. All right, we're going to do the same thing coming out to the center, just nice and slowly walking out. Use your breath work. And when you've gone as far as you can go, just collapse down and relax and take a nice big deep breath in and out. And then just push your way all the way back up. And let's wiggle those legs closed about halfway. Keep shaking, 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 shaking. I'm going to take this right leg, bring it to the inside of the other leg. Your left your left toes are still pointing up. Bring this leg down to the mat. Right? So you're on your sit bones, your head's being pulled up to the sky. Just apply a little pressure. We're opening up the hip here. All I want you to do is just breathe in and out. That leg will go down slowly when it's ready. You got to release it. You got to stretch those tendons and ligaments, right? Nice and slowly because they've been shortened for so long. So you want to try to lengthen them, and you got to do that with repetition. All right, good stuff. And from here, we're going to do 3 crazies. So take your right hand down and back behind you, and we're going to swipe this left one all the way up and behind. A nice back arch. Look at those fingers for 3. That's 1, 2, and 3. And coming all the way back down, and bring that leg back out and bring the other leg in. All right, same thing, sitting tall, toe pointing up. So I can see my toe right there on the screen, so I know you can see it. Try to sit on those sit bones. Once you've got into position, you can kind of move around your body around a little bit, just stretching out those stuff in your hip. All right, still sitting tall though. All right, 3 crazies from here. 1, 2, and 3. And let's bring our legs together down the mat and sit nice and tall. All right, let's bring our hands out in front again, pushing them back and down. So back and down. Okay, head's being pulled up to the sky. Your rib cage is up off your hip bones. Yep. Okay, let's roll it down about 45. Keep that belly to the back. And let's bring this right arm all the way back. Follow it with your eyes for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the other side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then bring those hands all the way up so your biceps are by your ears, keeping that belly to your back. 2, 3, and 4. And then let's reach for our toes. Nice forward fold. Coming all the way down. Start massaging your feet or your calves. Nice big deep breath in and out. We're staying here for a while. So try to increase your range of motion here just by easy breathing, letting that breath work move you a little further down onto your lap. Awesome. All right, let's come all the way back up. Bring those hands out in front. And we're going to roll all the way down nice and slowly. Extend those arms and legs, belly to the mat. Reach from wall to wall. Reach right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. And then let's bend those knees and have your feet planted on the floor and bring those hands down by your side. We're going to do some glute bridges and a spinal row up. Let's measure fingertips to heels. Take a look and have those legs about hip width apart. We're going to set those abs. All right, so I want you to push your belly to the mat. And we're going to pick up that blueberry. And we're going to roll up your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. All right, so you have the blueberry, then you're going to tilt your pelvis and start rolling all the way up your spine, coming up to your shoulders, go higher. Let's bring those shoulders, those hands underneath your body, going a little higher. Clasp those fingers underneath your body and breathe. All right, release those fingers and we're going to roll back down. Vertebrae by vertebrae. You really have to push that belly to the mat. Your pelvis is still up and then release it and release that blueberry. All right, we're going to do 8 glutes. All right, so we're going to go up and down for 8, squeezing those glutes. So all the way up, squeezing those glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hold it up there, open and close. 1, 2, 3. You're squeezing from the outside of your legs. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And put it together, down, up, open, close. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8, and bring it all the way down. And let's hug those knees. Oh, hug and roll side to side. All right, let's lengthen that right leg and hug your left. Hug, 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 and lengthen. And switch. And switch. And switch. And bring those knees all the way back down. Right, let's take this, hands are out to T, and your knees come up above your hips, belly to your mat. And let's take those legs over to the right, looking to the left, hand on top of those knees, keeping those shoulders on the mat. That's the goal. And I want you to breathe for 3. Bring those knees up. And again, above your hips. And let's roll over onto the other side. Come all the way back up, and let's bring those knees down to the mat. All right. We're going to take this right leg, cross it over your left knee, open up that knee. Bring it into your belly button, and your palm goes back onto your left palm onto that knee. Push the knee to palm and open that leg up for 3. Push the knee to palm and open up that knee. And then let's grab behind that left knee, pull that left knee towards your left shoulder, lining everything up. Put your heels in line with that left knee, your knees going to your left shoulder. Pull and push. And breathe. And release. All right, let's switch sides. Left foot over your right knee. Open up that left leg. Bring it into your belly button and push the knee to palm and open up. We're flossing. Breathing. And then we're going to grab behind that right knee. All right, we're going to pull it towards that right shoulder. Pull and push. And release. And let's bring both knees into your chest. And let's lengthen both legs and arms, reaching from wall to wall. Just going to do some scissor work here. I'm going to do scissors and crisscross. And what I want you to focus on is pushing the belly to your mat. Set it up now. Belly to the mat. Roll those hips over. And I want you to focus on lengthening. All right. So when you're bringing that right leg up and hands up, keeping it nice and lengthened, coming up to your hip and back down. 2, belly to the mat. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right arm to T, left arm, right leg. 1, 2, 3, meet above your hip. 4, 5, and 6. Both hands together. Let's switch sides. 1, belly to the mat, roll those hips. 2, 3, breathing out as you're coming up. Left arm to T, right arm, left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, bring both legs up and your hands are behind your head and those legs are above your hips, right? Take a look. Okay, and we're going to open up those legs. We're going to stay here for a second. Let those legs just open up nice and slowly. You can bend those knees and then open them up again. Your belly's pulled to the mat. All right. And we're going to crisscross 4 times and then pulse it for 4. So crisscross, 3, 4, open it up and bring those arms through for 1, 2, 3, 4. Crisscross, open and pulse. Open, crisscross, crisscross. One more, crisscross, open, and then just bring those hands back down. We're just going to do some dips. All right, heel dips. So your legs are above your hips. Okay, belly to the mat. And let's just bring those legs back down, touching those heels into the mat. And bringing it all the way back up. And a little bum lift. And then back down nice and slowly, focusing on that belly to the mat. Push it in. And back up. Bum lift. Back down. We have 2 more. Back up. Lift. Last one. And bum lift. All right, let's hug those knees. Roll side to side. 3 rock and rolls to sitting. 1, 2, and 3. And let's sit cross-legged. I'm here. All right. Open up those legs. And let's do the other side. Let's take that left arm, place it over the right leg, head being pulled up to the sky first, right? And then twist looking around. And breathe for 2. And come all the way across to the other side. And come back to center. All right, let's bring our soles of our feet together. Bring them in. Open up those legs. Do a couple of knee taps. Oh, yeah. So push that hip flexor forward. The other side. And again. And then sit any way you want to sit. Nice and tall. Shoulders are back down. We're going to take our chin over to our right shoulder. Bring it all the way across to the other shoulder, keeping those shoulders still. And back to center. We're going to take this left ear over to your left shoulder, keeping those shoulders still. Staying here. Let's look up. And look down. And come back and bring that head back to center. And the same thing to the other side. Right ear over right shoulder, keeping those shoulders still. Got to have the ear over top of the shoulder. Bring it right down. Look up. Looking down with your eyeballs. Back to center and coming back to Center again. Let's do 3 circles with your nose. Other side. And let's do 3 rock and rolls to ragdoll. All right. 1, 2, and 3. All right, you can stay in yogi if you like, in squat for a little bit, or just come and stay right into ragdoll. Nice big deep breaths in, and then let it hang out. All right, soft bend in those knees. No, no, we gotta hug those knees. Thank you, legs. Thank you, knees. Thank you, quads. Thank you, calves. Thank you, body, for letting me do the things I enjoy to do every day. Now we can do soft bend in the knees, wiggle those arms, and we're gonna roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, coming up. Roll those shoulders back. Happy Halloween, and go Jays go. And let's jump it out. Let everything hang. Be silly, jump it all around. High fives. See you Monday morning. Have an awesome weekend, and we're going to be celebrating tonight. Go Jays go.